LIDAR is everything about the future. Having that 3D digital twin allows you to extract so much detailed information out of the product that prior to this technology in the past few years has been hard, if not impossible, to do so from a drone. Every time we fly the Wingtra, it's going to be a capture, process, deliver, end-to-end solution, typically with no hiccups. WSP is a global engineering and professional services firm. We specialize in transportation, infrastructure, energy, and construction projects, and we deploy cutting-edge technology to help improve the products to our client.
Today we're using the Wingtra 1 Generation 2. We're using the LIDAR sensor scanner within the drone, so we're going to use it to get some volumetric data for them out there today on some of their dirt mounds, dirt fill analysis.
Hunter's going to show up on site with the UAS and fly a specific area that we've already had predetermined for a grading or cut fill analysis.
So this site is a site we're working with the North Carolina Turnpike Authority with. It's the Interstate 40, 540, and US State Road 70, all combining together, basically extending a highway out into these so that people can travel from out of Raleigh into Raleigh with ease and really open up the area for a lot of more commute.
So that site at 540, we're flying routinely, sometimes every week, typically every 2 weeks, to do a grading cut fill analysis. So using the Wingtra LIDAR and orthophotography systems, we are analyzing the earth on 1 week versus the next, capturing that volume and kind of checking it against the contractors to make sure the amount of trucks they're saying are leaving the site with X amount of tons of dirt matches up to our calculations that we see.
This being a very large construction site, the Wingtra just saves time, covers a lot more area. I mean, probably 3 times as much area as a quadcopter would cover in the same amount of time. Covering 3 times as much area is 3 times the efficiency, 3 times the time saving. I mean, it's a no-brainer if you can do a job in a shorter amount of time and get the same results. LIDAR is super useful, especially if you are in a heavily vegetated area. I mean, pretty unparalleled in terms of being able to map the ground and find the ground terrain. So let's say that you're in a field here with a bunch of trees and you're needing ground data through those trees. LIDAR has the ability to penetrate the canopy somewhat to be able to get most of the data that you would need on the ground.
The Wingtra provides what we call medium density LIDAR, so a few 100,000 points a second. Oftentimes is more than what you need to map bare earth on sites that have manageable vegetation. You don't always need a point every 1/4 of an inch on the ground, but having data every 1/2 foot or foot allows us to be accurate and confident in our survey in a shorter timeline. So typically our medium density LIDAR can be maybe 10 times smaller than that heavy lift, high density LIDAR data. So ease of use with processing probably cuts down hours per project, usually makes our day a whole lot easier when we know exactly how we can process it with end-to-end solutions with no hiccups.
So this is the point cloud that Hunter acquired today. This is now classified, so I can remove everything but just the ground points, which is what we're interested in for this project. So you can see there all the vegetation's now removed from the site. From there, I'm going to take these points and generate a 3D surface. Pretty much connects all those points into a mesh that I can then call this is the surface of the project. With previous flights on this exact same site with the same limits, I can turn on another surface here from September. From there, I run what's called a cut fill analysis. And that allows me to differentiate what the difference in volume is in between each of the sites. And then I can do a report that I can send out as our deliverable. And that just gives our engineers and project managers a difference in volume between the 2 dates that we acquired the data.
The data turnaround is pretty fascinating with the Wingtra especially. So we specialize in sending teams on site within a day or 2 of the requests that may come in. That team may be a 1 or 2 man crew. Once we fly the site, we can process within the same day. Sometimes we can kick the product back to the engineers on the same day. That was not able to be done before. Additionally, we're able to accurately and repeatedly survey those sites. And thirdly, we can streamline our deliverables from an easy setup in the field, an efficient processing in the office, and a quick deliverable to the client. For other construction companies or engineering firms not using Wingtra, I would highly recommend investing in the technology. Mainly because the system itself is reliable and accurate. There's not many other UAS platforms out there that you can fly day to day or back to back, and that quality of the product is going to be unparalleledly matched to what was done the day before.